Welcome to Home with Simone. My name is Simone, and a huge thank you to everyone that continuously supports my channel. Today's DIY, I'm going to be making some nameplates for my girls, Luna and Jem. And these are all the items that you'll need if you want to make one like mine. Or you can always just be inspired by this project and make it on a picture frame or a canvas. Either way, get creative and have fun. So let's jump right in to how I made the name plaques for the girls. The first thing I did was take my paint, and guys, there's no rhyme or reason when working with this sort of paint technique. Really, you just keep going until you're satisfied with the overall look. It was important for me to have the black on there first so that can bring out the darker tones in the brown to give me the overall look that I want. All you have to do is just keep applying the paint until it is satisfying to your eye. I want a little bit more of a wood look. I wanted more browns and whites to start showing up in here. And so that's why I just continue to keep applying and wiping, applying and wiping. Now, some people would use a sponge. I use a paper towel because I like the texture of the paper towel. Now that I've gotten the look that I want, I just go around with the excess paint that dripped off the side. I painted it around it so it's just the neater finish. And then I'm going to take this and put to dry. I place mine in front of a fan. While that's drying, I come back and work on my letters. A very similar technique, except there is no black. I put the darker brown towards the bottom and the white towards the top. I don't change my paintbrush. I just use exact same paintbrush to kind of create a nice merging of both colors. I don't really know. I can't think off the top of my head as to what this particular technique is called, but really I'm just blending the dark and the light color together, and I just keep working it up until I am satisfied with the way it looks. The best part of this is each letter does not have to be identical. The imperfections in this craft is what makes it look beautiful. And that's why this is very easy, because it's near impossible to mess up. So once you've got all your letters completed and they're the way you want them to be, just put them to dry. And then we're going to go ahead and hop into the second half of the project. Now we're going to use our glue. You guys can use a Mod Podge if you'd like as an alternative. Just make sure it dries completely clear and is transparent. I covered the board and I'm covering all of the letters with the glue. That really is just to seal in the paint because it is a chalk paint. And also it looks a little bit muted and I wanted a nice gloss. So the glue helps to give it a beautiful shine. The other reason why I use the glue, this particular glue, is because I want it to look rustic. And when you paint with the chalk paint over top of dried glue, it does start to crack and create this kind of worn out look. And that's what I was going for with this. I want it to be really charming. I want it to feel like something you walked into a country shop and picked out and brought it home as a souvenir. That's what I wanted it to feel like. So the same way I outlined the frame with the white, I also outlined each individual letter. And again, because it's painted, it is going to crackle a little bit, which is intentional. If you don't want it to have that kind of old crackle look to it, then save the glue part for after. So then you would do your white outlines on the letters and the board itself first, and then you would cover it with the glue. So that's one of the ways that you can go ahead and achieve a different look. If you don't want it to look worn or weathered, put the glue secondary. Once everything is dried, I just position it on the plate where I want it to be. I've made a little footprint, or paw print, I should say. Jem has a larger paw print than Luna because she's older than Luna. So Luna has a puppy paw print and Jem has an actual dog paw print. If you notice, it is cracking a bit. That is intentional. I wanted it to look like the dogs stepped in paint and then stepped on the board and the paw print was left behind. This is the final result. I am in love with it. It fits the space perfect. It gives off the vibe that I'm looking for the girls. Their area is not completed. I do have some other stuff I need to do, the baseboards being one of them. So stay tuned for the upcoming video of when the whole entire area is done the way I want it to be. I will see you guys in the next one.